Good morning. So we joined a couple of years ago, and our church closed during the pandemic not to reopen. And that truly was like our church family. We had just celebrated our 160th anniversary. Missy was baptized there. We were married there 100 years ago. Our kids were baptized there. And I had been here many times over the years for Teens Encounter Christ. And I always had the sense that God was alive in this place, but then moved through the people here outside this place. And just little things like the congregation was always so welcoming. Like the times that I would be here for tech, we, as an adult leader, you would get out to churches where they would kind of say, you know, you can be here, just don't touch our stuff. And here, we always were told anything you need for the weekend. But then, like when we were invading the church, you know, with 75, 80 teenagers on Sunday morning, like the congregation you could see would interact with the teens. You know, we're glad you're here. How's the weekend going? And that always meant to me, that was a lot for me, that the congregation would be that welcoming, you know. So when we went through that a couple years ago, it was a very emotional thing for us. You know, we had gone to other churches. We came here, and on New Member Sunday when we joined, we were actually crying in the car on the way home. Both of us were. But so that transition to here, and all that Bethlehem has done and offered us, we just really are glad to be part of the congregation.
Yep, I just want to echo what Joe said. It was hard making a move to a new church family, and you know, coming from we were part of a small rural congregation where we had to do everything, right? Joe had been the congregational president for 12 years because we couldn't find anybody else to take the job. And so we really love the opportunity that we can do as much as we want here and be able to participate, but because there are so many of us that we are not tasked with doing everything. And so we feel like we can contribute without feeling burdened in what we do. And so we really appreciate the fact that this is an RIC congregation and that we are welcoming and a part of the community because you know, even though we were at a small rural congregation, mission was number one, right? Because we are the hands and feet of Christ. And we love the fact that we have those opportunities to continue to embody that just by walking out the door and greeting people who are in the neighborhood and being a part of that. And so we just are so grateful that we have been welcomed into this family. It just takes us a while to get to know each of you, and so we are continue to look forward to having those opportunities to know all of you more deeply. So thank you very much. We are just happy to be here and a part of the Bethlehem family.